This is We the People. I'm always glad to have you with us. A study from the Ohio Association of Food Banks found that a sizable percentage of households report skipping meals within the year due to not having enough food on the table. An organization called Food Strong is trying to change that. Joining us right now are Sara Continenza. Help me with that, Sara. I always have trouble with your name, but she's one of our similar regulars here. She is with us, and she's going to chat about that. She's founder and executive along with the participant, Jeffery Thompson III. Hi, Jeffery.
Hi.
Hi, good to have you with us. We'll get to you in just a second. Sara, tell us about Food Strong history and the programs that you offer.
Sure. So, Leon, first of all, thanks for having me today. I founded Food Strong in 2018 because I had already started our school garden initiative, and it started taking off, and it needed a home. So our school garden culinary arts and entrepreneurship program was piloted in 2 schools in Cleveland Public School District, which is our founding partner, and it has since expanded greatly. And so in 2018, we founded the organization and have been growing ever since.
Remind us what it is that you try to do with these families.
So Food Strong is all about food sovereignty. Food sovereignty really is all about getting people, the consumers of food, actively engaged in all the different processes in our food chain. So whether it's growing the food, selling, producing, purchasing local, but really being engaged at that local level where there is more sustainability. So we really get our youth specifically engaged in that whole process so that even if more downturns in our economy occur, people are more resilient against any sort of those changes.
You brought one of those youth along with you today, Jeffery Thompson III, age 14. Hello, Jeffery.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good.
Yeah, you're a youth entrepreneur. You've got a business called Far From the ER. Tell me about that and how Food Strong fits into what you're trying to do.
So my business, Far From the ER, I sell and bake desserts that are free of the top 9 allergens. So within my desserts, there's no wheat, soy, eggs, sesame, fish, shellfish.
Or the other things that could call nuts, I would imagine, as well, peanuts, that kind of thing. Anything that can. Well, where'd you get the idea for doing this? You're 14 years old. How long you been doing this?
So at age 11, I had the idea to start the business. And in Sarah's class, she helped me create a business plan to get my business started. And at age 12, I had started it.
You're 2 years into the business or 3 years into the business and doing quite well. Entrepreneur that you are, business person that you are. Good to have you with us, Jeffery Thompson III. Sara, tell me about, you've also initiated a fresh camp in partnership with Refresh Collective at your Learning Garden in East Cleveland. Tell me about that. Well, what's that about?
Well, so our Learning Garden is hosted by the Coit Road Farmers Market in East Cleveland. It's a historic market, and we're there with our Learning Garden to not only cultivate fresh foods with the community, but also host educational experiences. And we hosted our first fresh camp through a grant from the Garden Club of Cleveland in partnership with Refresh. So week 1, it was all about gardening, culinary arts, and learning the basics. And week 2, our students actually created their own original hip-hop song and performed it, not only at the Coit Market event we held, but also at our annual gala we held recently.
So it's not only about putting food on the table, it's about education along the way and inspiring youngsters to go into the kind of businesses that Jeffery's in, right?
And the youth are the ones that are really driving it, whether it's they're singing songs about it or promoting it, becoming ambassadors to their peers and neighbors. It's important.
Jeffery Thompson III, do you think other kids ought to get involved with stuff like you?
Yes.
Ideas like you?
Yes.
And when you got an idea, your idea is growing just like food in the ground is growing, just like potatoes and carrots and other things that grow in the ground. You planted a seed in a way to form your company, and now it's growing.
Yes.
Time to harvest now, right? And when we harvest more than food, right?
Yes.
Okay, I hear it. I got you on that. You got any volunteer events coming up?
Well, every first Saturday of the month, all year round, at the Coit Road Farmers Market Garden we have, 9 to noon. You can volunteer with us. It's it's free. Anyone's welcome, including children, and that's all year round. You can find more on our website, foodstrong.org, to learn more about that.
Coit Road
Coit Road Farmers Market, yes. A 91-year-old farmers market, one of the oldest of its kind in the country.
That's in East Cleveland.
Yes.
Yeah, East Cleveland, right at the corner of Coit, and you help me out where that is.
Euclid or Woodworth or St. Clair.
I got it. You're right on the east side.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for being on the broadcast, and thank you, Jeffery Thompson III, entrepreneur, business person. Thank you for coming along and inspiring other young people to do exactly what you're doing. Hey, he's a winner too.
Yes, he is.
So are you. And Sara Continenza, founder, executive director of Food Strong, and Jeffery Thompson III, youth entrepreneur, far from the ER, and that's what it's about, right? We're trying to stay away from the ER. Unless we need to go, of course.
farfromtheer@gmail.com. You can reach them directly.
Okay, good deal, good deal. More information on everything we're talking about right there on the screen. You can make that telephone call to 216-417-0111 or go to the website you see on the screen. More information on everything that we have been chatting about. Thank you for being on the broadcast, both of you.
Thank you so much for having us. Good to see you as well.
And good to see you too, Jeffery.
Won't be the first, it won't be the last time.
Oh, you'll be back. You'll be a regular.